Our motoring tip of the week concerns belt tensioners. Now, the serpentine belt that drives all the accessories on your vehicle, of course, gets its name by the fact that it snakes its way around all these pulleys. And it'll wrap around the pulleys in one direction, around some, and then it'll bend backwards and go around other pulleys with the back side of the belt actually driving some of the accessories. Now, it typically drives the alternator, water pump, in this case, engine cooling fan, alternator, and the air conditioning compressor as well. This particular vehicle is kind of unique or unusual in that it actually has two serpentine belts and two tensioners. And just the other day, we seized up one of the tensioners. Now, this vehicle is 17 model years old, tons of kilometers on it. It's not unexpected. The tensioner seized up for the AC belt. All of a sudden, the AC belt is screeching and skidding across the pulley, and it snaps the belt, burns the belt up and snaps it. Now, here's a video that I took of the new tensioner installed on the vehicle with the new belt on, and you can see the rotation of the crankshaft. You can see the new belt. It's the one in the back, the darker black colored belt. That's the new one. And we replaced the tensioner and the AC belt to get this thing fixed. The main serpentine belt, which is a little bit bronzy in color, and out at the front of the crankshaft pulley, that one was reinstalled. It was fine. It's amazing how long they last and how well they work. Now, the tensioner is spring-loaded, and as the name implies, it keeps the tension on the belt so the belt doesn't slip and you never have to adjust the belt. The AC belt tensioner is the part that actually failed on this vehicle. Here it is right here. This is the old one, and the bearing in this dried out, locked up, so the pulley would no longer rotate, and then it just burns up the belt into literally like a piece of bacon. It just burns it to a crisp and snaps it, and the belt falls off. All of a sudden now we've got no AC. Now, it fell clear of the other belt, and it always seems to do that. It never derails the main belt, and it just laid underneath there, and when we got to fixing it, there it was laying there, and you can actually see that black mark on the pulley is the burnt rubber from the back side of this belt where the tensioner was up against it. In any case, you know, if you hear some untoward noises, unusual noises coming out of the front of your vehicle, belt noises, excessive mechanical noise at the front of the engine, this is something you might want to look into, because it doesn't happen early in the life of the vehicle. As I said, this vehicle is 17 model years old and very high kilometers. Takes a lot of wear and tear before this happens, but if you hear excessive noise in there, you might want to look at it because you might have a seized pulley. That's your motoring tip of the week.